started my first YouTube channel in 2017. 2 videos in and my YouTube adventure was over. I've had this channel for a few years, but if I was to start a YouTube channel from scratch in 2023, I would do a lot of things a lot differently. I don't regret most of these mistakes. It's part of the process. You're not going to learn unless you start doing. Now, me dressing up as TikTok and Instagram in that video, I probably could have done without. It was pretty cringy. Posting cringy videos was just one of many mistakes I made that slowed down the growth of my channel. So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel or you want to improve the one you have, this video is for you. I'm giving you specific tips and examples to help you avoid the mistakes I made so you can grow your channel faster, enjoy the process along the way, and hit your goals. And the last one can make or break your channel and has a huge impact on how many views your video gets. First thing I would change if I was starting my channel over from scratch in 2023, I would stop focusing just on YouTube search and I would really focus on my ideal audience and what they want and need. Now, don't get me wrong, keywords and search are important and you want to make sure the algorithm knows what your channel is about, but more importantly is finding the right audience for you so that you are suggested on the homepage and in the recommendation or what's next column off to the side of videos people are already watching. Because if you're only focusing on search, it's going to take you months, as in at least 3 months, for the algorithm to really pick up on your video and start suggesting it to people who are looking for that keyword. 70% of your views come from those places. That lets you know how important search is when you look at the grand scheme of things. So how do we do that? How do we figure out what our actual audience wants? First, we have to find people who are in our niche who have similar audiences as you do. And then you look at the topics and the videos that did well for them and the comments underneath to see what the audience said about that video. What did they like about it? What did they not like about it? What were their questions so that you can go create videos that fill in the answers to those questions. Now, before you do that, you need to identify what topics in your niche you don't want to talk about. Just because it's doing well in your niche doesn't mean you should go talk about it if it's not something you want to talk about a lot. I made this mistake. So I found that people were interested in faceless reels and they were interested in reels that were just made with pictures. And what happened? Well, I did it for search and it took over a year and those videos popped off. They went viral. But the problem is I'm all about putting your face on your reels or any video, and I'm all about using actual video and not photos. So when those people, even though there's hundreds of thousands of them watching those videos, when they get what they want from that video, they aren't likely to follow me because I didn't build a connection with them. And when they go to look at the rest of my videos on my account, it's not about faceless reels or making videos with just pictures. It's all about storytelling and how to get B-roll and how to put your face on camera. The moral of the story is don't make a video that you would not want to go viral because that could wreck your account. Okay, my next one is so important. I focused on production. I have a background in TV news, so I was all about really quick edits and concise, short videos. And while you don't want your videos just to be long for the sake of being long, you also don't want to ruin the experience of your audience. This goes back to knowing what your audience, your ideal audience really wants. My ideal audience is women, and they're women who want to connect with people. They want to find people who are like them. But because I was so fixated on fancy editing and production and quick edits, I lost that connection. They didn't get to know me. The other thing I did that messed me up is I would find creators that I really like to watch because of their fancy editing, and I didn't take into account what my ideal audience wanted to watch. They didn't want to watch the fancy editing. They weren't impressed with the fancy editing. Not only did I lose connection with my audience, I also didn't show the real me because I was too busy trying to format my video like somebody else's out there. And that wasted a lot of my time. So you've really got to understand not only what your audience needs from you, but what they want when it comes to the style of video. This comes down to what your video looks like. So for a long time, I was running in and out of different rooms. I was changing scenes constantly. I was making sure that my My bullet points were really short, and now I am taking longer to explain my point. And my next mistake was I didn't use enough storytelling. See, if you don't use storytelling and you're giving out the same information as everybody else in your niche, you become forgettable. You again become that person that gave all the information and the person got what they wanted, and then they left your channel and they never came back, even if they did subscribe, because you didn't give them any substance or any sticky context that would get them to remember you and want to come back to learn from you. So now I make sure that not only do I give the points and the actionable items that you can turn around and use, I make sure that there's stories that go along with it to help explain it. These stories don't have to be deep, emotional stories. They're just stories that help you illustrate your point, that help you take the point that you made and get the person to understand how it's going to help them and get them the results they want by using your personal experience. Going along with that theme of lack of connection and storytelling is my next mistake. I did not recognize the different formats of videos that people liked to watch. There are ways to package your educational content into a format that creates curiosity and automatically gets the person wanting to watch longer. I could have made this video 7 tips to help you start your YouTube channel, but instead I'm telling you the mistakes I made so that you will avoid them. The format of this video is mistakes that I made. It tells a story automatically and it creates curiosity, but I'm still giving you the information that you would have gotten if I had said 7 tips to help you start your YouTube channel. Other formats that grab people's attention and create curiosity: when you do a challenge, when you show a routine, when you react to other people who are doing what you do in your niche, when you list mistakes or your list of favorite things. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're a professional organizer and the topic is how to organize a pantry. The challenge is I'm going to organize this messy pantry in less than an hour. So that's the challenge, and now still using all the tips that you could have done by just saying 7 ways to organize your pantry, but you're doing it with a challenge which automatically presents a story. My next mistake is something every single YouTuber or video creator on any platform struggles with, and that is fixating on views and subscribers. If you're a business owner, and I assume you are if you're watching this channel, you need to focus on how to connect with your audience so that they can know, like, trust you, and buy from you. You don't have to have thousands and thousands of subscribers to make really good money on YouTube. I'm not talking about AdSense. I'm talking about you attracting your ideal person, connecting with them, and then showing them how you can get them a transformation. Therefore, they will hire you or purchase your educational product. And when you get fixated on the views and the subscribers, first of all, it's not fun, so you're less likely to be consistent. Second of all, that's when you start chasing people who are not the kind of people that your ideal person would connect with. That's exactly what happened with me. I thought, oh, I'm not getting the views and the subscribers I want. It must be the production of my video. So I went out and started following all these fancy editors, and I didn't grow my channel with it. I mean, the videos did okay, but there was no connection. When I look at those videos, the engagement on those videos are a little tiny morsel compared to the engagement on the videos where I just went all in on me and my ideal audience and creating videos that they can connect with. And one way to help you with this is to not download the YouTube Studio app, because you will sit there and you will constantly look at the numbers and see how your video is doing. But you have to remember that some videos take weeks to really hit. And some videos are not there to get lots of views, they're there to really connect with your existing audience. You have to recognize the purpose behind the video. Was the purpose to attract a new audience, or was it to connect with your existing audience, or was it to convert your diehards? I am editing this video and I was about to make the next mistake in this video, and that is I never asked for engagement. I'm not a fan of asking people to subscribe. It's a given. If they like your video, they're gonna subscribe. But if you want them to like your video or get them to comment, you gotta ask them to. Liking a video is the easiest thing out there, so here goes. If you have found this video to be helpful, hit the like button so other people can watch it and get the same information that you got. There, I did it. Moving on. Here's another one that I had no idea was even a thing when I started YouTube. But this mistake cost me so many views. You want people to watch your entire video, but you really want people to watch multiple videos of yours. That's why it's really important that before you even go to create your video, you know what you're going to suggest at the end of that video. We have these little things called end cards, and that allows someone to go watch another video of yours or go watch an entire playlist of yours, which is even better. Because the longer you keep someone on your channel, the longer, nose is itching. Because the longer you keep someone on your channel, the more the algorithm sees the value in your channel, and the more likely it is going to suggest future videos of yours to not only that person, but people like that person. So I did the end card thing. That was not the mistake I made. The mistake I made is I didn't give people dogs.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Come here, little buddy. Come here.
I didn't give people enough time to click on the end card before the video went away. Therefore, they didn't click on the end card, and that hurt my watch session with the algorithm and with that person, because the more videos of yours that someone watches, the more they get to know you, like you, trust you, and are likely to buy from you. Here's what I did. I started finding ways to make my video a little bit longer after I introduced the end card, and my click-through rate on my end cards skyrocketed because I did this. So how do you do that? There's a few ways. You can add bloopers after you introduce the end card. You can add just random outtakes that happened after you introduce the end card. Beeping in the kitchen.
Sorry.
You can also talk about why that person really needs to watch that end card video that you are suggesting. This is what that looks like. You ready? So if you liked these mistakes and they're going to help you with your YouTube channel, that's amazing. But you really need to have a strategy if you want to be successful with your YouTube channel, especially if you are pivoting from another platform like Instagram. And that's what this video right here is all about. The uber easy way to pivot from Instagram to YouTube. You're still on Instagram, but now you've got a new platform to help you grow your audience and grow your business. How'd I do? Yeah, you gonna watch that video? It's right here. Okay.